After just missing out on the title on the last day of the 21-22 season, Liverpool fans had looked forward to the next season with excitement, but things didn't go as planned. Not only did they get knocked out in the early stages of the Champions League, but failed to qualify for it in the coming season. Let's take a look at how it all went wrong for the Reds last season and how they are looking to rebuild. As the saying goes, you have to know the past to understand the present. Such is the nature of this European giant. We will have to wind back a little to get an idea of the reason behind Liverpool's downfall. You see, to many, this downfall seemed sudden, but it has been a long time coming, and a collapse at some point was inevitable. We are talking about a team with a midfield full of old players, but let me not get ahead of myself yet. There is no doubt Jurgen Klopp's first few years at the club provided a blueprint for how a proper rebuild should be done. After all, the success of any football project is determined by silverware, and Klopp delivered on this by bringing in the UEFA Champions League, Club World Cup, and brought Liverpool's 30-year Premier League title drought to an end in his 4th year at the club. Klopp's actions in the market played a huge role in his success. From picking up an uncut gem in Robertson from Hull City to snatching up Mo Salah, Van Dijk and Alisson, who were arguably the best in their position. For long, Liverpool's first team was right there with the likes of Bayern Munich and Manchester City in terms of quality. However, the depth of this squad was laughable when compared to other dominant sides. A problem that was overshadowed by the sheer quality of the first 11. Also, they were very lucky with injuries for the first few years, which accounted for few changes in the starting 11. But there is only how far luck can get you. The 2020-21 season saw their luck run out. Injuries to key players, including Van Dijk, exposed the issue with squad depth. This derailed their season for a bit, but Klopp's tactical switch-ups forced him into using a Fabinho-Henderson centre-back pairing to end the season securing a top 4 spot. The following season, Klopp strengthened his centre-back depth with the purchase of Ibrahima Konate, and once more Lady Luck was on the team's side, as they managed to avoid injury issues in other squad positions. This saw Liverpool charge on all fronts, finishing the season with a Carabao and FA Cup win, and UCL runner-up medal while pushing Pep City to the last day of the Premier League season. The 22-23 summer window presented Liverpool with another opportunity to build upon their squad and strengthen so many areas. Instead, Liverpool lost one of their key players of the flourishing period, Sadio Mane, and like that, their flaws were evident. Mane epitomizes everything about Klopp's Liverpool, whether it is counter-pressing from the front, scoring goals, providing assists to putting in a defensive work rate. He was indispensable. However, such is the nature of football, as players come and go. Liverpool's failure to bring in a cover early for that position proved detrimental for them last season. They got Luis Diaz in the 21-22 winter window and Darwin Núñez in the same window. Sadio left, but his boots were proven too big to be filled quickly, and that was understandable. Like we know, most players moving to a new club or new country have an adaptation period. Mane was at the heart of everything Liverpool in attack alongside Salah. A key reason Liverpool struggled to score much in the first half of last season compared to previous seasons. Another key factor was the aging team players. Yes, the old midfield. Fabinho and Henderson looked like a shadow of themselves. Liverpool implements a high press, which means midfielders must retain possession and put in work to win it back. However, it was quite a difficult task for the veteran midfielders. This further put more pressure on the backline, which resulted in the team conceding more chances and consequently more goals than they did in previous seasons. Also, injuries to Luis Diaz and Thiago, two vital players in the new Klopp era, proved detrimental to the team. Guess Lady Luck went alongside Mane. You see, Liverpool occasionally had to field Darwin, who is primarily a striker, on their left flank, and occasionally a 37-year-old James Milner. All of this played a huge role in their downfall, and Jurgen Klopp's hands were tied. I told you, their fall was inevitable. Klopp's expertise in building a team left many wondering how he missed out on improving the quality of his overall squad. And some arguments are being made that it could be attributed to insufficient funding from their owners, of which Liverpool fans have often aired their displeasure with the current ownership and seeking change. So, Liverpool's position in the league kept plummeting, and the question of making the Champions League was for a period out of the question. Not until the tactical genius Klopp soon altered his plans towards the end of the season. Trent Alexander-Arnold, whose defensive frailties cost the team a few times at the back, was given a new role in the team, a role which allowed him to utilise his strengths to the fullest. Liverpool moved to a back three shape in possession, with Arnold inverting into the midfield alongside Fabinho. This tactical switch gave them a point against the league leaders Arsenal at the time. They continued with this till the end of the season, but ultimately fell short of Champions League qualification spots, to top United and the fast-rising Newcastle. The summer 23-24 transfer window is open and brings with it yet another opportunity for revamping the squad. Every great team has its seasons of transition, and it was time for Liverpool to usher in a new era of footballing excellence. With an aging squad, the Reds have decided to embrace change, laying the foundation for a breathtaking revival. The first step Liverpool has taken in its efficient rebuild is acknowledging the need for change. Embracing the philosophy of out with the old, in with the new, they bid farewell to some beloved players while appreciating their invaluable contributions. The list includes the influential captain Jordan Henderson, the defensive anchor Fabinho, the versatile veteran James Milner, and the creative forward Roberto Firmino. Although this process may be bittersweet, it paves the way for fresh opportunities and untapped potential. A couple of other players have since departed the club as they are looking to bring in new faces. So, how will Liverpool efficiently rebuild their team? The master plan is simple yet brilliant, a seamless blend of youth and experience. The Reds are seeking out prodigious talents to complement their seasoned warriors. This harmonious combination promises to create a force that'll send shivers down the spines of their rivals. This has begun subtly in the last few windows with the signings of Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez. The summer 23-24 window brought in the first piece of the puzzle for their midfield rebuild with the signing of Alexis McAllister. A key factor behind Argentina's World Cup, the Argentine magician possesses a flair for creativity that can unlock even the most stubborn defense. Also, McAllister's role at Brighton allowed them to play some of the best football in the Premier League last season. His ability to dictate play from the midfield ensures Liverpool's engine room will continue to be a force to be reckoned with. He is a young profile who will be at the heart of their midfield for years to come. The Reds also welcomed another midfielder this season, the Hungarian wonderkid Dominic Szoboszlai. Armed with an exquisite left foot and a lethal eye for goal, Szoboszlai promises to add a new dimension to Liverpool's attacking arsenal. His dead ball expertise could be the key to breaking down resolute opponents. According to reports, Liverpool is in the market for at least an additional midfielder. A suitable replacement for Fabinho is in the works. The name Romeo Lavia is hot on the list. A bright spark in an underwhelming Southampton side last season, it is not a surprise that he has caught the eyes of many. Liverpool will have to fight off strong competition from other teams to secure their dream anchor. With the departure of Jordan Henderson, Klopp has recently appointed Virgil van Dijk as the new club captain with young Trent Alexander-Arnold as his vice, further emphasizing building for the present as well as the future. Certainly, Jurgen will not want to repeat mistakes from the past and, with the right funding, strengthen every area of his squad. Once their midfield rebuild is completed, the Reds may want to look into suitable cover for other areas, especially Mo Salah, whose departure may once again cost them in the future. While many things contributed to the Reds' failure the previous season, they seem to have worked to overcome their bad fortunes, and once again go toe-to-toe with the best in Europe. Hopefully they do better in the coming season and restore the hopes of their fans.
Salah, and arriving is Curtis Jones, who scores!
If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get access to more insightful videos like this.